Hey y'all, I want to start off this vlog with just a message of Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all of those who are celebrating today, and a belated Happy Hanukkah to those of you who are celebrating earlier in the month. I hope you guys are having a fabulous day, and if you're somebody like me who has been having a bit of a challenging holiday season, I hope that this little vlog will, I don't know, bring some joy to your day, seeing some of the things that I've been doing. A lot of food. I really just wanted to wish you all so well, and thank you for coming back to my channel time and time again. I am grateful for each and every one of you, for all the ads that you watch, for all the videos that you watch, all the likes. I'm just grateful for all the ways that you show up on this channel. I'm grateful to have you in my life, and I just want to say thank you, and thank you again, and I hope you enjoy the video. Good morning. Do you like the it's very clearly morning. So I wanted to share a couple of things with you this morning. I had to show you something. Okay, so the story on this is that I ordered this November 15th or 14th, something like that. It was delivered to me on November 17th. I got it today. So we're going to be starting late, but I don't care, because one of the reasons why I got this calendar is because I really like to switch up my tea seasonally, and that's been like kind of new in the last maybe 8 months. Like I started realizing that like last November. And so this to me was a really great way to find some tea and like figure out what I would like to drink for the wintertime. So let's find out what the first one is, and then I'll show you some other things. Just look at this. I think it's so beautiful. So we're gonna open day number 1. This is a pretty hefty sample. What is this? Merry Mistletoe. Is there like a description? No? Okay. I'm gonna smell it. Hold on. Okay, so this smells like, you ever have fruit to go? Like the fruit leather is what this smells like. Because I think it's the raisins that are giving off that smell. This does not smell like my favorite, but I'm not gonna brew it now. I am going to make this around like, you know, that hump time, like somewhere between 2 and 5 or 3 and 5. So that is day 1. Also, okay, so some more things. I bought this hat for my winter capsule. It's not really what I expected, honestly. It's super thin, and I'll show you. Okay, so things are just looking a little bit different right now because, oh, how could I forget? Look at her. She's very cute, and she does not currently have lights. I'll explain why I love her in just a second. But I keep all of my winter accessories here, which I do need to actually declutter. And then this one is my thickest hat, which is really nice, but I have one, and in this kind of Canadian winter, one is just not gonna cut it. Like these things get dirty, and also it's like really bright, and I wanted a neutral hat, so I thought the other one would be good. This one is like just for fall, like it's super light, so I thought this one would be good, but it's kind of disappointing because it's so thin, so I'm gonna be returning it. Now as for the tree, okay, so let me tell you about this tree. I do not have a tree, and I'm going to be moving in February, or like beginning of March, sometime in February. And it's just kind of like one more thing to have to buy, and then also like bring with me when there's no storage. Like the only storage in here is like those, and then my closet. That's it. It's like, where would I even put her? And then trees can be expensive. Like you have to buy the tree, the lights, the decorations. And I initially was going to buy one, but then I'm like, I don't have the space. It's kind of expensive this time of year, and I don't know what the future is going to be like for me, like if I'm going to be kind of staying in Ontario or what. So I don't also want to buy a tree and then use it for one time and that's it. So it turns out that my partner's parents had a literal spare tree and they let me use it for this season. So we actually put up on December 1st. And I'm one of those people who's like, Christmas tree December 1st. And I lived at home. That wasn't always possible because it wasn't like my tree. I didn't have control over it. So we put up December 1st and it was really nice. And it's just one thing that like really warms my heart, where his family would just be like, here, just use it. Like, no big deal. That's real kindness. Like that's really amazing, because I know a lot of people in my life who wouldn't. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm really grateful that I have a tree to put up, that I could put things under, and that it's just like bringing me some holiday joy. I was gonna go like a little bit deeper into that, but I think that's all we need to really say. Okay, it's polenta time. So the oven's preheating and I just finished some carrots. Let me show you. This is all I have left. I thought I had more, but this is like bottom of the barrel. I have no butter left, and I don't even have all the spices in the recipe, so I just did a makeshift thing. So I'm gonna use this. And then I have, okay, these were not meant to be eaten all together, but we are, so that's why they're prepped separately. These are chicken sausages, and this recipe, in my opinion, calls for it. You need sausages. Okay, so that's ready. This is gonna go in, and then the polenta is right here. I got a recipe online on how to make it, because someone's not on the back. So wish me luck, my friends. Okay, Mike, just before I show you the stove, for Christmas I bought this towel. Okay, this I didn't pay for, and then I got 2 advent calendars. That is the Christmas decoration in my home. Okay, so my carrots, I overcooked them a little bit, but the smell is divine. My polenta, it's a little thick and a little, how do you say it, clumpy. If you've ever made polenta or you make grits, I would love to know how you get a clump-free base. I also realized when tasting this formula, okay, I've been eating polenta for 27 years. I feel like I'm a decent polenta expert at this point. I know there's different types of cornmeal, like I'm pretty sure the one for grits is white. This one's yellow, but this one does not taste the same as the other polenta that I've eaten, or the other cornmeal. This one tastes a little bit more bland. Usually there's like a specific taste that I can recall. So I have half of the sausages in there, and then the other half in there. They're all supposed to go in here, but I just wanted to try that out to kind of see how I felt about it. And I will update you with the taste test in a hot minute. Okay, so this is the finished plate. The polenta is so thick. The carrot, I did cook these a little too long, but they're so good. Okay, this sausage was cooked in the pan, and then this one was cooked in the sauce. I'm gonna have the saucy sausage first. The plain one? That one's better. Okay, I'm gonna eat this, and I'll give you a full rating on the meal when I get back. Also, I just have to show you outside the reason why I made it today. It's super snowy. Oh my gosh, I am so full. I took a lot, but that was pretty good. I would give, okay, the polenta was pretty good. It was a little thick, but it wasn't like unedible or anything. It was great. The sauce for me is the biggest thing that's different, because I'm so used to my mom's sauce, and I think the next step of like perfecting the perfect polenta would be to make my own sauce, because that store-bought sauce like tastes like store-bought sauce, which I'm used to eating for things like just like pasta. So I wouldn't choose the sauce again, but didn't make it terrible. The carrots were awesome, and I think that next time I would cook all the sausages in more sauce and cook them for longer. But that was a really hearty, filling, tasty meal, and I'm very pleased about it. I would give it an 8 out of 10. Hello, today is December 9th, so I just want to update you on the gift situation, the self-selected gift. So I did find a deal on the books I was looking for, and it saved me $12, which is great, but the books are likely not going to get here before Christmas, which is fine. Like, I have no qualms about it, and I knew that when I ordered it. So my order is placed. We have the total here, $41.49. The next cheapest price I found was $12 more expensive. So yay to that. I've had a bit of a rough day, and I feel like my appearance, like, I don't know. I've had a rough day. So I was watching some beauty videos on Salt, New York. A lot of you have recommended that I try them, and I do really want to try them. But one of the things I have not found anywhere is anybody with like an oily skin type reviewing the products. But based on the reviews that I've watched, it seems like something that I would like. I think I'm gonna buy them, but I don't know when. And I've been watching people like review that. I've been watching reviews to see the colors. So I've just been, excuse me, I've been sitting here. I like brought like blushes and stuff onto my bed. I was sitting here just swatching and then like comparing my swatches to the monitor. Let me know if you would appreciate a salt review from me. I mean, I would buy it not specifically for review, like I would want to buy it for myself. But if you would also like a review on it, I'm happy to oblige. And the colors I was thinking of getting were cocoa, and then for the blushes at least, cocoa. The closest thing that I own would be like this Patrick Ta duo, and it still seems pretty far away. As for the other color I want, which is rose, the closest colors that I own are these two. Hold on. This kind of duo from Patrick Ta, and then this guy from Merit, which does actually look fairly similar to the color in here. But I swear, they just like, they apply different. They look different to me. Anyways, more updates around here. I'm gonna go make dinner now, which is why I'm getting up. So we're looking a little bit messy. And here we go. My partner is so sweet. And then he got a new monitor. So he gave me his old one, which is just sitting here because I need to figure out the desk situation before I bring it over here. And then I'm showing you the Christmas tree. The gifts are piling up underneath. I don't have wrapping paper at the moment. So like the stuff so this is a gift for somebody else. And then this is also a gift for somebody else. So they're just under the Christmas tree. But what is exciting is that I finally have Christmas lights. And I thought I was going to be able to get them from a family member, but I didn't. So I got these ones, and look, they're eco-friendly. I bought the more expensive ones. And I'm going to put them up. I don't know if I'm going to do it tonight. I'm just like not in a very holiday mood. Maybe I'll save this for tomorrow. And then also I was thinking, like, even if I don't have this tree next year, which is like, who knows, I could put this outside because these are indoor and outdoor. There we go. And what's for dinner? I have to clean up my dish. I guess a sneak peek on like real life. Okay, friends, it's an exciting moment. I took her out of her packaging and I'm going to use her for the first time. I'm so excited about this blender. So I'm just making a smoothie. I unfortunately am a bit of a psychopath and I'm going to be using water instead of almond milk. I don't have any milk of any kind anywhere. It is what it is. And then I had frozen banana because my partner's mom would give me too many bananas and I couldn't eat them, so I froze them. So for situations like this, then I have a berry mix and some of the most affordable protein powder, Canadian protein. This is the vegan peaches and cream. It's pretty tasty. So now it's time. Are you ready? I'm not gonna lie, she's pretty thick, but she's tasty. I am very pleased with this.
Yes.
I almost said good morning. Good evening. We're back at the stove. I'm making more things and my place is a mess. Again, I'll show you what else is happening over there. But I want to show you the recipe that I'm making because it's like my favorite soup for winter. Okay, so let me spin you around. I'm making this soup. I don't know why the lighting looks so grainy. Amazing soup. So I've roasted my tomatoes and I set off my smoke alarm, and then my onions and garlic are browning. So what is going to happen next step is put in the spices. I have cumin, paprika, and cinnamon. And then we put in the vegetable broth, the tomatoes, and then the chickpeas. Unreal. Okay, so the only thing I changed from this recipe, I'm gonna bring it into the light. It's like two things. The first is that it calls for chicken broth. I don't really like chicken broth, so I use vegetable broth, and I've been making the soup this way for like 3 or 4 years now, and it's just fine. And then the other thing that I do is that it asks you to fry the rosemary and use it as a garnish. I am like way too lazy for that. I like the rosemary inside the soup, so that is what I do. So it's just gonna simmer for like 45 minutes. Oh, and the other thing I don't do is I do not leave half of the soup chunky. I blend everything. I have learned my lesson. Also, I did like a nice winter manicure. It is looking way better in person. More updates. So the tree, I totally hate that this door does not close. My apologies. But guys, I finally got Christmas lights. I don't think I showed you. Hold on, let me do the great unveiling. Okay, are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Look at her. She's so beautiful. Okay, so the very last thing is I have a very new exciting desk setup. This is amazing because wow, how cool. And then this is just such a big screen. I am a huge fan. outside today. It's kind of cloudy and kind of windy, but this weather, man, this weather. But Merit Beauty sent me some more things. This will do for now. So Merit Beauty sent me a new shade of their complexion stick. Okay, so we're gonna do a little swatching. This one here is Bisque. This is the original shade that I had got. And then I'm gonna swatch cream beside it. So top is Bisque, bottom is cream. Bottom is Bisque, top is no cream. The whole reason why I brought that up is because I'm thinking about doing kind of, you know what I'm just gonna do? I'm gonna do a natural makeup look today, and I'm gonna use the new shade. I was thinking, shouldn't I? But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use it today, and I'll show you, I guess, the full face. Okay, so one of the reasons why I wanted to, why I was showing you the Merit foundation is because I also was able to get their brush. So this is the side with the brush. On camera, it's picking up kind of patchy, but it's not looking that way in real life. And then this side is the side where I use the Beauty Blender. It's much higher coverage. This side looks super natural. Interesting. Okay, so I just finished filming a video, and honestly, I don't feel like you can tell how cute this makeup look is in that video, and I was kind of sad about it, so I had to show it to you. I'm looking at myself in the monitor. Yeah, it was just like the Merit foundation, my Patrick Ta blush, I really like that, my Merit eyebrow gel, mascara, you know, that's kind of it. I just filmed a video, which is going up Sunday the 19th, which is like a new in capsule video, not new in, like what I'm doing with my capsule wardrobe this winter, which is great. But let me just show pins when I film a capsule video. So I moved my rack over here because I have to film another video. This is all the stuff that was on it. And then just like what happens to my bedroom. All of the coats that were on the rack. And then just like random stuff, more stuff on the rack. And then I had to open up my drawers. And then I have to move my nightstand to get to the back drawer. Well, hello. We're back. The computer. Okay, so it's now almost 7, and my makeup actually held up really well. You can see that like it's rubbed off here. I was blowing my nose a lot, and I was out and I wore a mask, and I was wearing the Merit foundation. The weather is wild today. 16 was high of 16. I have set my computer to Fahrenheit over here, so I can be versed when I talk to y'all. It says it's 54 right now. I don't even know what that is. I'm editing a video that I think is gonna go up Saturday. We're currently at 1 hour and 11 minutes. This is what happens when I talk about gender work. I'm just here for like 3 seconds. I've been listening to The Office Ladies, and I do that from time to time, like when I'm walking outside by myself, or like if I'm having a migraine or whatever, like some content to consume. I usually don't get like auditory issues when I get migraines. Anyways, I was thinking about my favorite Office quotes, and I have 2 that are so underrated. Okay. I just wanted to come on here to share my favorite Office quotes, and if you have any, leave them in the comments. So, Jim, okay, so I think the first one is around season 5 or 6. So, Dwight wants to update the office on martial arts, and he wants somebody to attack him, and Jim was like, you know what? I'm pretty sure like the fairest opponent to face you is you. And Dwight goes, that is correct, unless there happens to be measles present. That is such an underrated line. Oh my goodness. Also, one of the other quotes that I love so much, I'm pretty sure it's in season 3 or 4. I don't think it's in season 2. Wait, I think it might be season 2 actually. No. That's not even the right one. This is actually, I think, season 4 or 5, where Dwight goes to the conference when like Michael gets picked up by the limo and Dunder Mifflin is like on the verge of bankruptcy and all the employees are mad. So Dwight is lining up to speak at the microphone to like ask questions to the execs, and somebody wants somebody else in the line to hold her space while she goes to the bathroom, and Dwight says, did you happen to live in a household where there was no consequences? Oh my god, I love that quote. Did you live in a house without any consequences? Guys, I just finished my marking. What? Okay, so I finished marking the exams. I'm done marking. I do have to enter the tutorial grades, which I'm gonna do tomorrow, because entering tutorial grades is always so stressful, and I wanted to make sure that the final exams were in before I did the tutorial grading, simply because the prof does not want tutorial grades to negatively affect marks. The average was a 72, which has kind of been the class average. Like, the averages have been between 71 and 73 for all of the assignments, which I think is pretty decent for a second year class. The class is always shocked. Like, people have asked, like, oh, what's the average? And they are so shocked to see it as 71 or 3 or whatever it is. This is so average. Like, this is an average. First year should be in the high 60s, second year low 70s, and then third and fourth year should be probably mid 70s. Like, that's just how it unfolds, because you get better as a student. And I always just find it so funny how shocked students are when they hear like a low 70. That's exactly where you're supposed to be. The students, I guess, think that's a low average, and when they see a low average, they like to blame other people, like, oh, the average was so low, it's the prof's fault or the TA's fault. No, you did not use your sources. Like, that's on you. I just wanted to let you know that, because I don't think I will ever mark another paper again, and I'm not particularly mad about it. So yay, the marking is done for the holiday season. I am taking some time to do my nails. These are the static nails. I'm going to show you up close. How beautiful are these? I am freaking out. I feel so glamorous. I'm going to finish them, but I had to show you. And these ones are, what's the name? Double French round. I actually, so as you can see, I bought a couple a while back when they were having a sale. I have all the other ones lined up, and the ones I was choosing between are these ones. These are peony. These ones were the winners until I pulled out these ones, and it's just like that double glitter that just is perfection. And then these ones were also great, like really good, but again, nothing beats the glitter. The peony were the second pick, and then these ones, the color isn't quite right. These are fetish round. I have tried a couple other styles from them, and the round to me is the best because they are fairly short, at least for me. And I finally finished marking, so because I finished all my writing work, I put them on today, and I have a little event I'm going to today, so perfect timing. Good morning. It's December 21st, which is a Tuesday. We had our final meeting yesterday, so we scheduled out, I think it was 1 to 4, 3 hours to go over final grades, where like all three of us, like the prof, me, and the other TA, we literally went through the list. We would say the name of the student and then whatever the grade the system had put in. So like 72.4. And then the prof had a policy of if it's 0.5 or higher, it gets rounded up. And if it's 0.4 or lower, it gets rounded down. So 72.4 would be rounded down. And part of that meeting was to talk about cusp grades, but also if a student was at 72.4, what if that one student we really wanted to have them have like a 73? There are certain grade cutoffs that mean more than others. And one of the things that like I think about grades kind of differently than how they do, because like a lot of schools do use like the GPA system, which is like 70 to I think it's 74 as an example, is one GPA point. But 70 to 73 is one letter point, and then 74 to 76 is a separate letter point. And while the GPA matters, like when you're a student, when you are applying to other things, like if you happen to be applying for scholarships, or you're applying for like grad school, law school, anything like that, every place is a little bit different, and they don't all look at GPAs. Some of the schools, like specific programs, might look at your letter grade opposed to the GPA. I know this because I've applied to a lot of schools over the years, and they're all kind of different as to how they mark their grades, or how they calculate your grade. It's not all on the GPA system. And quite frankly, like the school that I went to did not use GPAs at all. I had no idea what my GPA was because we had a very different system for calculating grades. So if a student was at like a 73, or they were at a 73 point, hold on. If the student was at a 73.4, and I felt like, okay, does the student deserve a 74? To give them the 74 means that they're in a separate bracket. They're in the next letter bracket. The other two were not thinking in that kind of terms because they're so used to the GPA and like they see it as very important. But I was very much like, okay, can I get a student to the next letter bracket? Not everything is possible like that. So we almost went for the full 3 hours. Was pretty productive. And now like I'm done. Not just marking, but my meeting is done. I'm finished. And I think this is going to be the last, these are the last papers that I marked. This is probably the last course that I'll teach. So it's kind of bittersweet. I don't know if you care about this, but for me, grading is integral. Like it is part and parcel of holiday time, because it's when all your deadlines are so short for exams. I think you have like 7 days usually to get back to give your exam marks to the registrar. It's like that at every school, well, at least both of the schools that I marked at. Like a 7-day turnaround time for marking exams is kind of crazy, but the way that the prof did it gave us 10 days, so I appreciated that. Yeah, so I'm finished.
Can you smell it?
This just smells so good. I think it doesn't look super appetizing, but it looks really great. If I used fresh butternut squash, it would have held together better. They're just kind of strings at this point, but the flavor is totally there. The ground cinnamon, the toasted cinnamon, literally makes my mouth water. And then I have my little bowl. It's actually really deep and super full. I'm very excited about this. 10 out of 10 would recommend. And now this is one of the few meals I won't meal prep. This will probably make about 3 additional servings, so like maybe 2.5. All right, so it's Christmas Eve and I'm finally wrapping my presents. It is what it is. I'm gonna show you what I got for gifts. And this year I only had to buy for my partner's family, which I got two gifts. I have this super honking box in front of me. Let me just take off the tape. So I'm just gonna talk about what I'm giving. I'm giving my partner's family like an oil diffuser. So it is both the humidifier and an oil diffuser, like with a mood light, which I think is really nice. I also got this essential oil set. There's like 3 of them in there, and I think that will just go really nicely. I also made them a big nice box of cookies. I'm actually going to rearrange them in a little bit. There's also a bigger box, which is what they're gonna get. This one is a smaller one. So there's that. And then for my partner's sister, I got this paint by numbers set, and that's the what this is going to end up looking like. So they actually gave me, and I did get myself a pair of socks. Anyways, look at this colossal box for this. So now I get to wrap literally 3 things, and then I did get my partner like a bag of coffee. This is the extent of the gift giving that we give. I also made him cookies as well. So that's gonna be my wrapping, and now onto the gift wrapping montage. couple of things to report to you, like that will make it into the video just in time. The first is that my books came from Book Depository. It said 10 to 20 days. It was much quicker than that, I think. I'm gonna have to check back on the video, but I think I might have ordered these December 6th or 9th. Well, I guess that is about 10 days. So I ordered some pajamas. The first is this like flannel set. This is actually a gray. I think it's showing up black, and it looked black on the website, but it's very much gray with this pink outline. I'm gonna have to try these on. I was expecting black, but these are very, actually flannel is not the right word. These are very soft. So I'm gonna try those on. I also got this pair as a, just like, I guess a holiday pajama. These ones feel different, not as soft, which is fine. And then I got these little doggo ones as a gift. So I do actually need to wrap these. You just saw my wrapping montage earlier. All the gifts are under the tree. So I'm gonna try these on, and why not? Not this one. And I'll do a little try on for you guys. Okay, I know the lighting is not super great, but what do we think? I did tuck them in because if I don't, I just don't think that it's very flattering. You know what I'm saying? Like, this just does not feel cute. This is just because I'm so short. I don't know how I feel about, like, they're kind of wider at the feet than I expected. I do like that they have that kind of pink detailing around the sleeves, also on the feet, if you can see. And then, like, you have a little pocket here and all around here. I think these are cuter than what I had, and they definitely fit better than what I had. I mean, these are big, and like the fit isn't perfect, but I think genuinely in order to get a perfect fit for a pajama, I would need a petite, because I think they'll shrink a little bit when I wash them. But I don't know. I don't know if I should keep them, because like this does not look good. I'm so tired of my other pajamas, not like bored of them, but I'm so tired of how they fit. I just feel like kind of ugly in them. This feels a little cuter. So let me know your thoughts. Okay, so here's the other pair. I have it untucked for now. The top for this one is just a little bit slimmer, but I actually feel like the legs on these ones are a little bit wider actually, which I'm not a huge fan of, like the wide look, simply because I'm kind of like, I am short, and I think that it widens me overall. Like if I had like a slimmer leg, I kind of think I'm gonna keep them. Okay, so I just tucked it in, and I actually do walk around my house like this. I do tuck in my pajamas, and I rolled up the sleeves a little bit. I do think I'm gonna keep both of them for one reason. They're cute enough, and I have been looking for pajamas for literally 2 years. I kid you not. And I'm just kind of tired of looking for pajamas. I'm just tired. And I've kept the ones that I have. I think you would have seen, oh yes, these striped ones. They fit horribly, and I don't like the way I look in them. I feel even uglier in these ones. And I did notice in the video that they seem kind of sheer, like I could see through the knees. And what I was talking about in a recent video, let me flip you around. What I was talking about in a recent video, that sometimes you just need to set a time frame and you just need to buy the thing. This is one of those times. I literally cannot go on a third year looking for pajamas. It just seems ludicrous to me. And these are also nightwear. Like, yes, you want to look cute. Yes, I want to look cute, but it's not worth 3 years of my time. It's not even worth 2 years of my time. So would I wake up in the morning and feel cute in these? Yes. Are these the cutest, most perfect pajamas out there? No. But guess what? That's okay. I'm pretty happy that these came today. I don't want to leave them now. So I want to share with you this little Notion page that I started working on earlier in the month. I got the 24 Days of Tea from David's Tea for the purpose of getting to try some of their teas, which I talk about in the very first part of the vlog. So I decided to assemble this chart where I am ranking all the teas that I've tried. This has truly been a joy of the holiday season for me. Like I really, really loved it, and I've looked forward to drinking a new tea every day. I do want to highlight some of my favorites, which I think have become even more standouts as I've tried more and more tea. The first three hit so hard. Merry Mistletoe, Cream of Earl Grey, Apple Cider, I think are my three favorite teas of the calendar so far. I have about 5 days left, I think. I also really love Candy Cane Crush. That's in the top 5, and Caramel Shortbread in the top 5 too. I did love the Buddha blend, and it also smelled really great. This is kind of like a classic green tea, but it smelled like peaches. Loved it. I've truly loved this experience, and I would recommend their advent calendars if you were looking to try them in the future. I did talk about some favorites, but I also, I guess, want to talk about ones that I did not like. North Star might be the worst one for me. To me, it was a very bizarre flavor combination. It said it's orange and mint. I just did not think it went well. It was kind of medicinal, but this one has such high ratings on the advent calendar. Fireside Mocha. This one just smelled off-putting to me. I did not like this at all. It was kind of gross, in my opinion. There's a couple others that I thought were like okay, and I think I would up their rating. Particularly Blueberry Fields Forever is kind of becoming the standout kind of berry tea that I've tried. The dark chocolate orange I actually think is notable because it smells exactly like Terry's chocolate oranges, but it doesn't quite taste as strongly. Oh, Japanese sencha is a very kind of classic jasmine or green tea. That's just not a type of tea that I love, so it's not a super high rating. One of the things I notice about their teas is that a lot of them smell better than they taste, and that a lot of them actually do taste quite similar. So these are just some of the ones that I've tried. Oh, I didn't put in today's tea. I tried Santa's Secret today. I didn't have a chance to put it in yet. I actually thought that I would love this more than I would, especially because look at this rating. I thought that this would be a favorite, and it actually comes later in the advent calendar than it is today. So I wanted to try it. I didn't like it. Well, I mean, it was okay. It was basically a black tea with peppermint. It smells really sweet, but just tastes like a black tea. When it comes to black tea, I don't just like a classic black tea. If it's a black tea, I want it, I know, like a chai or Earl Grey, something like that, not just a straight black tea. So that is it for me on the advent calendar.